It's been a lot of fun. I mean, everyone's kind of welcomed me with open arms, and that's kind of all you can ask for coming in and being a new guy. So, kind of getting familiar with everybody, getting comfortable with everybody. But yeah, it's been very welcoming and first class in that regard. So I've enjoyed my time so far. It's been short, but it's been good.
Questions, guys?
Yeah, welcome to the XFL, the Orlando Guardians, Brett. This is Alan from the Alan and Aaron Sports Radio Show. Glad to have you here and meet you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I just wanted to first and foremost get your thoughts when this opportunity came about to join the Orlando Guardians for you.
Yeah, I think, for me, it was something, just with timing of everything, it was kind of tough to get involved earlier. I was, my family and I were in between a couple moves, and then we ended up, I think the first time I talked to Larry, we were still moving, to get settled up in Michigan there. So, just basically like once kind of everything kind of came to fruition, it was, an opportunity that I was grateful for. And I knew, you can't say no forever, and things, it was unfair for me to kind of have anybody waiting on me. And I don't think anybody was waiting on me, but, I kind of felt that way, that we were like, hey, we got to get settled. Obviously it's tough coming here. You got to leave your, my wife and daughter behind, but was making sure they were all set up and good before making the jump. So, I'm grateful for the opportunity. It's awesome to get back playing football.
Yeah. And just talk about that. Like, now that I guess today was a practice for you, how many practices have you had so far with the team?
So I got in, Wednesday and did the physical and stuff. And so my first practice was Thursday. So practice Thursday, Friday, and then obviously played on Sunday. So it was, getting back into it quick. So it was fun though. Obviously, I've been working on stuff, but you really can't mimic playing football until you play football. And so it was good to get back out there and obviously get familiarized with everything this week will be nice.
How are you, Brett? Jeff Barnes from Team BS Media. You're one of the few guys that gets to start north of the border, come back down, and get to go back up north again. Describe how it feels. You had the year off. You come in after the season starts, how you get to jump right into it. Mentally, it's going to be more of a preparation than physically because you don't have a long ramp up. So mentally, what did you go through as far as getting ready to go out there on a Sunday when you came in midweek?
I think for me, it was just kind of getting myself familiarized with the calls. If everyone understands offensive line, it's five guys trying to do one job together. So it was getting myself familiar with the terminology, the calls, obviously the playbook, and you can't play fast if you're second guessing yourself. And there was a couple times out there where some things happen, and I wish I could have a couple plays back, but that's part of getting back into it and part of learning it. It's on me, so I got to finish better. But yeah, for me, it was just trying to get out there so I'd have the understanding and be able to play fast. And then, obviously I knew there was going to be some growing pains and things like that, but I just didn't want to be playing slow out there or behind the eight ball too much.
Brett, sorry.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, Brett, Kyle Nash with a 3-point conversion. Great to have you aboard here and listen to somebody who is a connoisseur of beef in general when it comes to football. Like, I'll flash my painting there. There's my credentials. But with all that in mind, I'll ask this too. This past game, I felt like you guys had a pretty strong game in general. You mentioned the challenge of trying to gel as a group. What kind of stuff have you guys done to kind of account for that? Because listen, you've come in, they had Jalen come in during the week, Jalen Smith, and come in quick. Is there something different that Coach Buck does to help you guys that are newcomers adapt quickly?
Well, I think, they really welcome us. I've obviously been to, numerous places where, you're the new guy and not to say other places didn't, but, we're really welcomed here and kind of brought in with open arms and you kind of get that comfortability out of the way, I guess, a little bit. And everybody, and that goes from the top down, all the players have been extremely welcoming as well. And, everyone's on the same mission. We want to win games and put some things together. So that's, I think, like the number one thing. And then number two is, we're all in the hotel. So you get to spend a lot of time with some guys and hang out with them that way. So it's been good.
It's fun. Coach has mentioned the hotel as an advantage too, so it's cool to see you kind of reiterate on that. And by the way, props to the girl dad hat. Of course, I have to shout that out. But quickly, let's go with this too. I mean, heading into this upcoming game, I don't know how much film or how much you've been looking at, but the Roughnecks, you know, they're the de facto power rank, air quotes. Of course, take power rankings with a grain of salt. I know, but you know, we know that the Roughnecks are a tough team and they're really good on defense. Wade Phillips is a guy who's, you know, has experience putting together defenses at all levels of football here. What kind of unique preparation do you have going into this particular game? I mean, this is a heck of a jump. You go in, you come out to Arlington, and then, oh, look out, here come the Roughnecks. You know, kind of what's been going into that?
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, kind of bouncing back from the week. You know, for me, obviously, I've been out of the game for a while, so it's going to be making sure, you know, my body's healthy and I'm feeling good. So, you know, and then obviously you got to watch film. And, you know, I understand they're a really good team. You know, they're a well-coached team. So, you know, we got our hands full, but all we can do is kind of prepare to the best of our ability and go out there and play the best to our ability. So that's going to be our approach. And obviously studying them up is crucial to that.
Thanks, Brett.
Brett, this is Brian with A7BN Sports. And also, side note, I am a closet Saskatchewan Roughriders fan, by the way. I do enjoy CFL football. With that being said, though, since you played on both sides of the border and the differences between the two games, how important do you think it is to have an opportunity like the XFL here in the United States to further your American football game instead of having to go to Canada to further develop if you needed to?
Yeah, I mean, I think the XFL is a great opportunity. Obviously, you know, there's good football all over, right? I mean, the CFL is a good league. It's been around forever. I think, you know, the one thing is it's a different game versus the NFL game is kind of the XFL rules that we play. So, you know, obviously I think it's great. It's great for guys to have that opportunity to kind of showcase themselves in any league. And obviously having the XFL and the Spring League be an American kind of sport is great for the development.
Yeah, Brett. And, you know, one person you got a chance to play alongside, along with the CFL, is Jason Kelce. Can you talk about Jason Kelce and his impact on you as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I was incredibly spoiled, you know, coming out and having guys like Jason Peters, Lane Johnson, and then Jason Kelce, the man in the middle. You know, I love Jason Kelce. He's one of my favorite dudes, favorite guys I've ever been around. Heck of a football player. Honestly, just being under, you know, obviously Jeff Stoutland there in Philadelphia. You know, just understanding the approach to the mental side of the game. Jason's, you know, obviously a heck of a football player, but he's also one of the most intelligent football players I've been around. So just understanding how he kind of sees the game and understands the games and the game and the X's and O's and the numbers counts and things like that. So, you know, they do a great job over there, and it's a heck of a offensive line room run by Stout, and you know, they got a great organization. So it was an honor to be a part of.
Yeah. And I know that you're new on the team. What can we expect from you as a player going forward? I know what you're getting acclimated, but from this point forward, what can we expect from Brett?
Yeah, I think you know, you're going to get a guy who's going to compete, you know, every play and go out there and just, you know, lay his body out on the line and give it his all. You know, it's kind of what I want to do. I want to be a leader to the young guys in the room, but you know, I want to go out there and just, you know, set an example by playing hard every play and giving it my all.
Anything else for Brett, guys?
Yeah, I guess since no one else has it, I wanted to talk about the girl dad hat. Please tell us about that. You being a girl dad.
Yeah. So I have my daughter. She's 14 months, Jensen. So she's watching this. Hi Jay, and my wife Ellie. They're back in Michigan right now. So obviously that is the tough part about you know, being away or kind of being set up in a hotel. But you know, I miss them, and fortunately there's FaceTime where you're able to talk and see them every day. So yeah, it's the best job in the world is being a dad. That's for sure.
Yeah, as an all-pro dad captain, I definitely respect that. That's really big props on that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Anything else? All right, guys. Brett, thank you very much. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Great
Awesome. Guys, great meeting you guys.
Great to meet you, Brett.
Same here.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank
That's
you.
right. Best wishes this weekend. Great to meet you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But